Jiedel. We are back. We're making a new team. On this series, we're going to be doing the Los Angeles Lakers. Basic team, basic drink. I got the pumpkin spice latte. I've never had one before. Hopefully it's good. You guys always seem to hate on the injuries, but I don't really want to fully get rid of them because they do make the mode a little bit challenging. So I'll bump it all the way down to 15. Duration will bump down to 35. Bump that up to a nice 51, you know. Gameplay, I'm a superstar. The upcoming draft class, we're going to download official 2018 drafts. This one has the most downloads by NBA 2K Creations. All right, this dude's made 4 draft classes. Does this dude just make draft classes all day? Like, is that all this dude does? It must be pretty good if he's doing it, so hopefully pumpkin spice lattes are good. Kind of tastes like cinnamon. I don't know. It's strange. All right, so our roster: Brooke, Lonzo, Caldwell Pope, Clarkson, Nance, Ingram, Kuzma, Randle. We have a ton of young, interesting players on the team. Obviously, the main building blocks of the team are Ingram and Lonzo, but Ingram only has a B potential for some reason, so that's not good. Let's bring up the trade finder. We're gonna need to find a trade for Luol Deng, whose salary is just awful. I don't know why the Lakers signed him to $17 million a year for 3 years. That was a terrible contract. In real life, there's no way the Mavericks would ever make this trade, but this ain't real life, so let's get rid of Luol Deng's salary. If they're offering it to me, I'm taking it. We have to ask ourselves, what is the goal of our team this year? Are we trying to tank or are we trying to make the playoffs? If we're trying to tank, we should probably find a new team for Brooke, because he might help us get a little too many wins. Although we don't even have our first round pick this year, so tanking isn't an option. We'll keep Brooke. We have a gluttony of power forwards. We got Randle, Kuzma, and Nance. We have to choose which one we want to be the future of the team. I personally, it's hard to choose between Randle and Kuzma, but we don't really need Nance with those guys. Maybe we can package together Clarkson and Nance to get some sweet players. I'm not seeing any trades that I really love here. Lakers just have a ton of guys at like the high 70 range, and like you like all of them. You know, like I like everyone on the Lakers, but we can't have all these players. We're gonna also trade Corey Brewer as a salary dump. I just want to get rid of all the salary. Better player, less money. I don't know why the Nets would ever make this trade, but we're doing it. We're also going to cut Thomas Bryant. So Chris Bosh is a free agent. We'll try to sign him for 1 year, and he's with the team. So now we have way too many power forwards. We need to find a trade for some of these power forwards. Nance is probably the one who's got to go. I know he's the highest overall, but he's 24. By the time Kuzma and Randle are 24, they'll also probably be a 78. So Nance is the one we're going to trade, hoping to get a guard or a shooting guard of similar overall to him. Kyle Korver, that's someone who could play for us, but then we have to eat his salary. I couldn't find a trade that I liked for Larry Nance. Teams were just offering me either way too old of players or just bad players, so we just have too many power forwards. We literally have 3 good power forwards coming off our bench, so our rotation is a little crazy. Plus, we have the backup center and Zubac. I don't know how this season's going to go. We really need to get some guards on the team. The Raptors will give us Norman Powell, who I'm pretty sure has either a player extension or he's a restricted free agent after this, so it's not really like he's a free agent. I don't know, that's not a good trade. I don't know why he's only a 75 in this game. He's actually good in real life. Well, no one will trade me a shooting guard, so we just have to go into the season with what we have. Starting the season off with an L to the Clippers and a W to the Suns, just like real life, and then a W against them. Okay. Laker Nation, stand up. We are 2-3, 11th in the conference. It might be worth trying to trade for our own first round pick. The 76ers have our pick, and it is top 5 protected. So actually, we don't need to trade for it. We'll just keep it since we probably will have a top 5 pick with this team. But that's okay. I really wasn't expecting us to make the playoffs this year. You know, if Lonzo develops and Ingram develops, we've had a good season. We're being offered Patterson and a second round pick for Randle. No. We're being offered Fournier for Brooke Lopez. I kind of like this trade. Fournier has a big contract, but honestly, we need depth at shooting guard. We have so many big men. This is a good trade for us. We'll still have salary cap space even without Brooks, so this is fine. And we actually have a winning record right now. We're 10-9. But that's not good enough to make the playoffs in the West. You know, we're doing okay. We have a winning record still. 12-11 is not bad. 13-11 is not bad. Maybe we can't make the 8th seed. It's possible. Despite having a winning record, we're still bottom 4 in the conference. The Jazz are only 2 games ahead of us. Honestly, we could catch the Jazz. We're better than the Jazz. They don't have Hayward anymore. I know they got a lot of good defensive players, but we have the scoring capability to be better than the Jazz. Okay, actually the 8th seed now is pretty far ahead of us. Maybe we're not as good as the Jazz. Suns are offering us this trade. It's at least worth looking at. Warren, He has a 5-year, $53 million contract, and he's 24. So if we trade for Warren, we're basically locked into Warren. Caldwell Pope is the same age, but he's a shooting guard. But we already have Fournier on the roster, so the question is, do we make this trade? I don't think we do because Ingram's our big star, so I don't need to have a big backup small forward. That's not a good investment. We're not taking this trade. And now we're 7th in the conference. Now we're 8th. Now we're 9th. Riding a 4-game losing streak now, though, so hopefully we can pick it up against Memphis, right? We're still fighting for that final spot in the conference. Jazz could lose to us, you know? Holy cow. We're being offered Gobert for Bosch and a top 3 protected pick in 2020. But if it's top 3 protected, this could make the Jazz a lot worse. They're about to trade us their best player, who's already signed to a long-term contract, so I don't have to worry about signing him. We're making this trade. Plus, we already have all those power forwards, so losing Bosch isn't a huge deal. So now our lineup, Lonzo, Caldwell Pope, Fournier, Ingram is hurt, Nance is hurt, and Randle's hurt, so that's not good for the power forward right now. But, I mean, Gobert starting for us now. It's going to be a rough patch right now with all those injuries, but Gobert was a big get for us. Now I don't got to worry about center or power forward. Really, we're kind of good at all positions right now. We just need to get older so we can improve, you know. Down the stretch, we are down a lot of games to the Nuggets, so we probably aren't going to make the playoffs, but you never know. We have a good chance, I feel like. W. There we go, LakeShow. W. Get right back into it, boys. Julius Randle will re-sign. He's expecting $9 million. Let's make sure our player contracts are okay. Next year, we have $41 million in cap space. So if we sign Randle, we'll still have enough money for a good free agent if I can get him on like a discount. So let's try to do that. We'll give him the 8.5 2-year extension, and he accepted it. Okay, so we did save some money on Randle. We still have like $33 million in cap space. That's good. We are going to have to re-sign Caldwell Pope, though, which could be dangerous for us. And we beat the Heat. We're making a run to the playoffs. Ingram's back. We lose to the Spurs. Not surprising. Beat the Nugs. Yes. Come on, this is our playoff push. We lose to the Cavs. We lose to the Nuggets. We lose to the Warriors. We cannot afford a 4-game slide. And now Lonzo is hurt. Leave the rotation as it is. You can play through a cramp. Beat the Pelicans, the team right ahead of us. That's a big win. But then we lose to the Grizzlies, so it doesn't even matter. What are we doing, Lakers? What are we doing? We beat the Mavericks. We lose to the Bucks. 39-43. We didn't make the playoffs, but we did way better than I thought we would. Westbrook, his second MVP. Lonzo, though, he did win us Rookie of the Year. 12.8 points a game on 43% shooting. Honestly, he did better than real-life Lonzo's doing, so that's pretty good. Lynn, 6-man, Drummond, D4. It's always the same people, I swear. Somehow, Lonzo also made all defense second team, so virtual Lonzo is amazing. Rookie first team, Simmons, Lonzo, Fultz. Simmons, though, that dude, that's the dude we need. Well, playoffs don't matter to us, so we'll just simulate them. It's Warriors, Cavs again, and the Warriors win in 6 this time. Curry, MVP. Technically, we have a shot at getting our top 5 pick, but if we don't get it, then the Sixers get our pick. We have the second worst odds, so the chances of us getting it are pretty bad. Let's see, we're supposed to have the 13th pick. Is that what's going to happen? Is it going to go to the Sixers via the Lakers? And it does, because they had our pick, so that means we don't have a top 5 pick. Team player options, Nance, we're accepting. Ingram, we're obviously accepting. Zubac will keep. Zeller and Ennis, we don't want. So this is what we need. Plus the salaries are so low on all of these guys, it's perfect. All right, let's see. LeBron has accepted his player option. Durant declined it. Paul George declined it. It seems to be the same every single time. Free agent moratorium. So we could go after Durant. Could also go after DeMarcus Cousins, but we have Gobert. Should we renounce the rights to Caldwell Pope? If we do, it'll free up a ton of cap space. $23 million in cap space. But then I don't think we're going to be able to go over to sign him. Kind of what we need to do. We need to try to sign him. But we don't need him and Fournier, so I'm going to renounce his rights. So I sent an offer to Bradley. I mean, the other thing is we just got to fill out our bench. So Avery Bradley agreed to a contract with us. 3 years, $110 million. Well, it's actually 4 because there's the 4th. So that's a lot of money for Avery Bradley, but honestly, that's going to be a tradable contract if anything goes wrong, so it's fine with me. We just need a backup small forward. We don't have any cap room, so hopefully we can find a small forward to play backup for us. What about Kyle Anderson here? We're signing him. Okay, we got our team now. Let's check out our player progression. Well, somehow Gobert, despite being 26, went from an 87 to an 86. Lonzo didn't get any better. No one on the team got really better, which is weird because they're all young players. You would expect them to all improve. So, I mean, I turned Chris Bosh, who was a free agent. We gave gave nothing up to get Bosch. I basically just got Gobert for free that season. But wow, this is kind of disappointing to see no one got better. That was the whole point of that season, was for everyone to just improve as a player. We're gonna send untapped potential Brandom Ingram. All right, he was an A- before, he's an A- now. Untapped potential Lonzo Ball, he's an A+ potential now. And untapped potential also to, why not Larry Nance? Just give it a try. Okay, for some reason in this screen everyone's rating updated, but here's the lineup now. Lonzo at an 82, Avery Bradley, Brandom Ingram, Larry Nance, Rudy Gobert. It's a very different Lakers team than the one I inherited. Fournier going to be a great six-man off the bench with Anderson, Clarkson, Randle, Zubac. Kuzma doesn't even get minutes on this team, so we should trade him. Now is the time to trade Kuzma if he's not going to get minutes at all on the team. The Rockets will give us a first-round pick, so I think we'll just take that just because it's something I can trade later down the road, and draft picks don't take up cap space. It's just an asset. It's going to be tough making the playoffs even with our improved roster, but, you know, we were very close last year, so this year we should be fine. Our rotation is solid. Our bench is good. No reason we don't make the playoffs here. So we're going to start the season off with a W and another W. Oh yeah, but then Avery Bradley got hurt. Why don't good things happen to good people? Yeah, why? I think we still have Fournier, so it doesn't even hurt us that much. We're being offered something for Fournier. Decline! And there's a W against the Timberwolves. An L, never mind. A W against an L, never mind. A W against an L, never mind. A W against the L, never mind. L. Okay, we're 2-5. But we played a lot of good teams to start the season, so no need to freak out this early. Come on, Lonzo. Lead the team, Lonzo. What are you doing, boy? How do we... Okay, we're doing worse than last season. Gobert is cursed. Gobert might be the problem here. If we keep losing, I'm going to have to try to find a trade for him. Come on, beat the Nuggets. We're better than the Nuggets. We lost by like 30 points. What the heck? Brooklyn, how do we lose to Brooklyn? Gotta win these early season games. We don't want it to come down to the wire. Pelicans is a must-win game. They're above us in the standings, and we lose by like 30. We didn't even try. We need to play much harder than that if we want to win at an NBA level. Hold on. We scored 67 points in total against the Kings that game. How do we only score 88 points, 93 points, 95 points, 75 points? How are we scoring so few points? What is wrong with our roster? Like, how are we doing so bad? I don't understand. I at least need to see what we could get for him, because obviously he's not the guy leading this team to victories. So Drummond is a year younger and he's a higher overall. Seems like a panic trade. I don't know if I should make a panic trade, but we should be doing better than we are. That's all I know. Beat the Rockets. Come on. Beat the Jazz. That's a team close to us in the standings and we lose. Every time we play teams that are near us in the standings, they destroy us. We're at the trade deadline, and honestly, we're doing so bad that it might not even be worth trading anybody, because I don't think there's any chance we'll really come back in the standings this season. The Nuggets are 29-28 and we're 21-31. The chances of us catching them are so slim that I don't think there's any way we're going to be able to do it. We're on a 3-game losing streak as it is already. Next season must be the real season then, because obviously something just wasn't right with our team. Only 77% chemistry. That ain't right. Let's see, contract extensions. Larry Nance will re-sign. Zubac will re-sign. Clarkson will re-sign. And Randle will re-sign. There's a lot of people trying to re-sign with us. We'll re-sign Larry Nance. And Randle has re-signed with us also. Chinanu Awaka. I don't know how to say this guy's name. He wants to re-sign with us, but we're not going to do that. Finished 32-50. We way overperformed last season, because last season we were like 39-42 or something. Even though this team is way better. Westbrook wins his 3rd straight MVP. Michael Porter Jr. Rookie of the Year. Lynn 6th man, Whiteside deep boy. Somehow the Raptors upset Cleveland 4-3 in the first round. The Knicks are in the finals, and the Thunder beat them. They come back from 3-1 to beat the New York Knicks. Wow, the Knicks. Who's on their roster? Hardaway, Porzingis, Noel, Beasley. This team went to the finals? Bro, how? Hardaway's an 80. Porzingis is a 92. 80, 80. How did that team go to the finals, honestly? That's why it's so hard to win a title in 2K, because the sim engine is just broken beyond all belief. Not that that's an excuse, but it's worth noting. We actually have a good chance at the 7th pick, so maybe we'll be picking somebody good. Let's just skip to the lottery results. We have the 8th pick. Bull is in this draft. RJ Barrett, Zion Williamson. So this is actually a decent draft. Bull's the 10th ranked person. So if the computer doesn't pick him, we have a good shot at him. If we pick up Bull, then we are going to have to trade Gobert, because Gobert, just for whatever reason, doesn't seem to be able to lead the team to the results that we want. Bull is available. Let's take him. I had a feeling he was going to fall to me. I don't know why. The computers don't seem to know how to draft. Bull 7-2. We got our center, and now I can turn Gobert into a better player at a different position, so that's a really good pick for us. Let's see the best player available when I picked him. He was. Of course, we're keeping Lonzo and Ingram. Ingram just needs to get better. Lonzo is still a 79, man. After 2 seasons, we're still not getting good offers for Gobert, but Jonathan Isaac, a young player who could be good, probably will honestly be better than Ingram, so I'm just gonna take this trade. Ingram's just not getting better for some reason. Lonzo is still only an 81. Bradley got a lot worse. Isaac's here now. He's an 80. Ingram is 77. I mean, for whatever reason, the young players are not progressing at all. Untapped potential. See, now in this screen, it says Lonzo's an 82, so I don't really get it. But also, why is Lonzo only an 82? Why is he not getting better? Jonathan Isaac is now our small forward of the future, because Ingram just does not improve, man. I don't know what is going on with Ingram. He doesn't get better. I'll send Ingram back to this as his last chance. If Ingram doesn't become a good player at the end of this season, something is wrong, and the team is still kind of man. I really expected Lonzo, who won Rookie of the Year, to be better than this. Guys, what do you think of my Lakers rebuild so far? What do you think I'm messing up on? What do you think I'm doing well? What moves should we make? Should we give up on the Lonzo Ingram and try to rebuild with a new core? Leave a like for the video. I really appreciate it. Comment again what you think I should be doing. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, do it, man. Peace.